Seeking for mental health is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. The notion that only mad people seek for mental health is never true. It is a big lie. Over 700,000 people die each year as a result of suicide, and it is the third leading cause of death among people aged 15 to 29. That is the working force, the youth of every country, and the future of the whole world. I know you may have asked yourself a million times why people commit suicide and still leave behind notes. They probably know the consequences of their dying and leaving behind their loved ones, but they still go on to die and leave notes. So if you want to know the reason why, kindly watch this video to the end. In this video, I'm going to talk extensively about why people commit suicide and also things to consider or how to tell if your child or a loved one wants to commit suicide. You are watching the Lab Doctors channel. Kindly subscribe to this channel, like our videos, share and comment. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so that anytime we upload the video, you'll be the first person to see the video. Let's do this together. Every year, 726,000 people commit suicide and a lot more people attempt suicide. Every suicide is a tragedy that affects loved ones, families, community, and the entire country, leaving a long-lasting effect on the people left behind. Suicide is the third leading cause of death among people aged 15 to 29. That is the youth and the working force of each and every country. 73% of suicide occurs in the low-middle income countries. And we all are aware that in the low-middle income countries, unemployment is very high, not talking of the high poverty rates. So could these factors be part or be the reasons why these youth commit suicide? If you want to know a lot more about this, kindly stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Before we talk about how to tell if your loved one or a close relative wants to commit suicide, let's look at risk factors of suicide. These risk factors will give us a lot of clue on how to tell if your loved one or a close relative wants to commit suicide. We all do agree that there are a lot going on in each and every country, community, in our personal lives, but suicide is not an option. There is a link between suicide and mental disorders. Mental disorders such as depression and alcohol use disorders. Previously, suicide attempts used to be very high in developed countries and then high-income countries, but the narrative has changed. So what has caused the narrative to change? Many suicide happens impulsively in moments of crisis, when there is a breakdown in the ability to deal with stress, such as financial problems, relationship problems, marital problems, and family problems. They become very overwhelmed with the situations and are not able to handle them very well. Hence, the suicide attempt just to end it all. But just know that suicide is not an option. It is not an option for pain. It is not an option for whatever that you are going through. Whatever that you are going through, there is always a better way out. Also, people attempt suicide during conflicts, during disasters. Example, fire outbreak where people lose a lot of money, a lot of resources, a lot of properties. In situations of violence, abuse, and loss of loved ones, people can attempt suicide. So in such times, it is always advisable for you to check on your loved ones and your relative often. Suicides are also very high among people that experience discriminations such as immigrants, refugees, gays, lesbians, and prisoners. This group of people mentioned may think that they are not loved enough, they are not supported enough, they are not being accepted by the society, they are being isolated and are not entirely loved. And because of that, they may attempt suicide. Now, to the most important aspect, how to tell if your loved one or a relative wants to attempt suicide. You will see a change in his or her eating and sleeping habits. That is, not being able to eat very well or sleep very well as he or she used to. He or she withdraws from people such as family members, loved ones, friends, people that he or she was so close to. They withdraw from people such as family members, loved ones, friends, and people that they were so attached to. They begin to isolate themselves. You will see them wanting to be alone in a room, wanting to isolate themselves to a specific place or a particular place. Please, if you see such behaviors, do not hesitate to encourage them, to motivate them, to support them, to show them all the love that they need. Because at that point, they really need that. Change in mood. I know that as people or individuals, we do experience mood changes in our lives, in situations and all that. But usually it is a short period of time. But people who want to attempt suicide, their mood changes are usually very different. It lasts a little longer than a normal mood shrink. So when this happens, do not forget to look out for them. Also, what is so different about their mood shrink or change of their mood is that they don't want to talk to anyone. They don't want to talk to their loved ones. They don't want to talk to any family member or any close person. They show change in behaviors, most especially their utterances. They use utterances such as life is pointless, I want to die, what is the essence of being alive, life is worthless. And also, they start to drink a lot of alcohol. You also see a change in their appearance. They start to gather the means to commit suicide, such as buying guns, stalking knives, sharp objects, which is not usual of them. And that point too, they start to hide things. They tend not to be open to people. Lastly, they start to share their belongings or give instructions on how their belongings should be shared when they are no more. So when you start seeing these signs, do not hesitate to contact a psychologist, or better still, take them to the health center or health facility for an assistance from doctors, from medical personnel. Lastly, to everybody out there, suicide is never an option. No matter the situation or the crisis that you are encountering, there is always a way out. Talk to family members, talk to trusted family members, talk to your parents. And remember, whatever situation that you think you are being overwhelmed with, there is someone that you are better than. And there is always hope while you are still alive. This is the Lab Doctors channel. Kindly subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share and comment. Please kindly hit the notification bell so that anytime we upload a video, you'll be notified or you'll be the first person to watch our videos. Remember, your health is your wealth. Till we meet again.